Hello, ghouls and goblins. Another episode of Philthy Ventures. I have two special things coming up. First one is
Fuck your life!
we have a mixer. We can throw out sounds and just.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And then the second special thing is we have a filthy takeover with Seirra. Hello, Seirra.
Hey, thanks for having me.
You welcome. You welcome. Pretty much. For y'all that don't know, me and her recorded one episode for Philthy Ventures, but some things happened. But to be on the Patreon coming up soon. So if you want to listen, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Um, but
Big facts.
she's known for Filthy Laundry. It's a great podcast. I enjoy it. It's not too long. It's not too short. It's that middle sweet spot, and pretty much it's going to be a story time today with Reddit. I just looked up a random Reddit story and just looked through the comments a little bit. I don't know what it's fully about. And I sent it to Seirra, and now I have no clue what it's about. But but Seirra does. So I don't
Which
know.
is ironic because when I read the story, I was like, dude, somebody wrote a Reddit story about me. What the heck? And then it cut off, and I was like, wait, I need you to send me the whole link. I don't have the whole thing. And it's such a telling story that earlier before we jumped on the podcast, I'm like sitting here ruminating in my head, like, okay, how am I going to tell this story? And truly it's written so well that I have to read it verbatim, but it is quite interesting.
Oh yeah. I am ready for it. I'm excited. And to y'all, I am a couple beers in. I'm not drunk. Just feeling a little happy right now. Just gonna be
And
honest.
what are you drinking over there?
So New Year's, my homegirl had this peanut butter infused beer, and I see chocolate pieces. I'm not gonna lie
Oh,
to you. It's if I had to grade it, I'd give it like a 5.5 out of 10.
whoa, that's not even worth putting down my throat. Is it
It's
doing the job?
I mean, it's doing something. It's doing something. Like it just tastes like best way I can put it. It tastes like somebody took a glob of peanut butter, shoved it down my throat, and then came behind it with rubbing alcohol.
Oh, oh, that just lowered it from a 5.5 in my head to a 3. So I'm good on that.
See, a 3 in my book is fucking Four Loco. I'm not gonna
Oh,
put it. I'm not gonna put it on that level.
oh my gosh. Oh, a Four Loco's a 0. What's a 0 for you?
A 0 for me. Can ever.
Yeah. Okay, well, okay, that's fair. I don't even know if I've ever drank that. I don't think I could. I would. Yeah, no.
Everclear is pretty. It's probably the highest proof you can get that's legal. If there's any more I don't know of, but I know Everclear is high as hell. I'm gonna say this: a couple shots of that, you're not gonna remember your name.
All I've ever heard was horror stories from that, so I would never willingly even drink it.
I have my horror stories.
I
College,
mean, do you?
CCU.
Well, you know what? This Reddit story is going to make you think again when you go to get a drink. So let me read it, and you're going to be kind of, I don't know, maybe you'll have nightmares tonight. I'm not going to have nightmares about it. I think it's a great story.
Oh, or well,
It's called There's Sex at the End. Bra off, panties off, a little black dress. You can't go wrong. I slink into the one that hugs my ass without squeezing it and enhances my tits without giving everything away. I'm definitely taking a man home with me
I
tonight.
take a pause.
I read that and I was like, oh my God, there it is. There it
That
is.
that's a guy take a pause. That got very 50 Shades of Grey real quick. I was not ready for that. I thought I was going to get scared. Not boop, boop.
She she likes to tease you a little bit. But
Oh,
before you sling any judgment my way, wait until you hear my story. I'm sitting alone at the bar, all alone, in my fuck me dress, and the free drinks are coming over faster than I can consume them. And no, the fact that I've accepted your gift does not mean I want to talk to you. I didn't ask, I gladly took, and that's just part of the deal. You struck out with me before you struck up the conversation. A for effort, though. No, I'm looking for a special type of guy tonight. One who will last a long time when I take him home. Think what you're looking at? You're what I'm looking for? Probably not. I'll have a Cosmo, though, if you're buying. Though I can't stay and chat, he just walked in. How can I tell? It's nearly impossible to put it into words. You can't articulate. It's just a je ne sais quoi by its very definition. And if you have to ask, you just don't have it. I guess the closest thing to an explanation is that I can smell him from across the room. Yes, that's about right. And that, I was like, shit, I'm a sniffer too. He knows I'm here too and is sitting next to me almost immediately. You're dry, he says, probing my curvatures with his eyes. Let me fill you up. He gets up, walks out of sight, comes back 3 minutes later with a fresh Cosmo. He grins and listens to me talk. He's exactly what I'm looking for. But how many drinks have I had up to this point? The memory is a little fuzzy, to be honest, and they really must be catching up with me because this last one's packing more of a punch.
Okay,
I
okay.
think yeah. Are you ready? You want to pause? Or you need more?
Um, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is giving off very sounds like a banshee.
What does that mean?
A banshee?
Yeah.
A banshee is a female spirit who wails and warns of independent death in a house. Wait, no. Wait. Maybe not a banshee. A succubus? I think it's a succubus.
Oh, oh, how did you know that already? We're not even, you're giving it away.
I didn't know. You should have said that. I didn't know.
Is it that obvious? Okay, well, I didn't know that. So, whatever, we're still going in.
I'll explain when you're done. I explain when you're done.
Okay. Well, I'm not catching on to anything, by the way. I just want you to know I am reading these words and I'm like, wow, like she likes this guy. He smells nice. Like I'm not catching on to shit. So she says, I think I kind of need to get out of here. I reach out and grab his knee, partially to be flirty and partially so that he can see I need help balancing. Just let me finish this last one up. I chug the rest of the Cosmo. Fuck, it's bitter. It's almost like he ordered me a Negroni. That's what it is. Instead. Meanwhile, he slams a 20 onto the bar and picks up the 87 cents in change because he sees no reason to tip a person who makes their living by serving others. I'm reading this and I'm like, yes, every man in America. I stand up, not every man, but I mean, a lot of them. I stand up and the people around me turn to watch as I clutch him for balance. They say nothing though, as he wraps a supportive arm around me, cups my breast, and leads me outside. When we get to the alley behind the bar, I begin to stagger. He grabs me forcefully to keep me upright. Not many people go into the alley. We'll go to my place, I mumble, head lolling. He smiles. Nah, we'll head over to my apartment. He doesn't let up on the force as he turns my swaying frame and pushes me forward. So at this point, I'm like, she's going to get raped in America.
Oh
Okay,
fuck.
that's what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm not even thinking that she has any power because in most cases, women don't. Okay. No, I say more emphatically, giving limp resistance. I want to go home. He responds by tightening his grip on me. Little girl, you don't know what you want right now. He leans in for a kiss. He's not very good at it, but I don't stop him. He tastes like cologne and cheese. This is true, by the way, what women think of when like men kiss them. Not like in a negative way, but they are thinking of like what your breath tastes
Oh
like,
fuck.
which I feel like don't guys do that? I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Whenever I'm with a woman, the first thing in my head is just
Bing bong.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's
Immediately?
no. I just wanted a
Okay.
reason to use that shit. I'm not gonna lie
Okay, I'm
to you.
so happy. I was like, no fucking way. I love that. That was great, honestly. I'm happy you used it in that right there. I'm waiting for the fuck your life. He pulls back and gasps for air like he just ran down the street. After okay, wait, hold on. He pulls back and yeah, he's trying to he kisses her and then he whatever.
Okay.
After regaining his breath, he smiles again. You want me. You wanted me before I walked in the room. You just don't know in your state. He licks his lips. I'm thinking he's saying that because she's drunk. Okay, I'm still Sally. You're wrong, I mumble quietly, like I'm drifting off to sleep. Totally wrong. Here I open my green eyes wide and stare intently into his, and I do know it. I know it very well. I pull myself from his limp arms and stand upright, straightening my little black dress. At this point, I'm like, okay, wait, what? Is she not drunk? Was she just pretending to be drunk? What is happening? Now she's not drunk. Okay. And of course, I never break eye contact, which I still don't know. I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Which now that you say succubus, I'm like, shit, was that has something to do with it? He stands in place, drooling slightly, staring right back. He certainly looks odd, suspicious even. That's okay, though. Not many people go into the alley. How have you been getting away with this for so long? I asked, baffled. My acting was terrible, to be honest. And how many roofies did you slip in there? At this point, I'm
Oh
like, okay,
shit!
yeah, she's calling him out immediately. I'm like, okay. But now I'm like, oh, she was roofied? And then I was like, wait, he put something in her drink? I'm like, backtrack, backtrack, backtrack. The echoing of my heels as I approach him is the only sound in this quiet alley. I reach into his breast pocket and I pull out a prescription bottle. For fuck's sake, this is nearly empty. And what country is this from? Can you even read the language on the label? I cock my head to the side. Do you even care? I sigh, unscrew the cap. My guess is that you put 10 milligrams in the drink. Do you really want to fuck a corpse? My eyes never leave his, and he never moves. I know he can hear me, though. You're wondering how I'm talking now, and you're not, I continue casually. I grin. He stands nearly a foot taller than me and with my heels on, but he just looks so powerless. Will the irony sink in? And I still don't get it, by the way, at this point. I'm just like, okay,
Really?
what? I'm such a Sally. I'm like, is he paralyzed? I don't get why he's not trying to attack her. Probably not. I sigh. It takes a hell of a lot more than a dozen cosmos and a handful of roofies to affect a supernatural being. Now, doesn't it? Still don't get it at this point. I'm like, so she's a witch? Great. Amazing. 10 out of 10. I tip the bottle upside down and into my mouth, swallowing the rest of the pills in one gulp. I wince. But those roofies do pack hell of a punch. Woo! I got hooked on these after I started following your type around. Take enough human strength drugs and I'll actually start to feel it. I just wish they served cosmos in fish bowls. I love that shit. Eep. Which I'm assuming he made the eeping noise. I grab his arm. You so badly. You want so badly to talk. I shake the empty bottle. You're upset because I wasted those expensive pills of yours. Is that what you're saying? He starts to tremble, but the eye contact remains unbroken. I'm like still confused, by the way, at this point.
Wait, so with everything explained, you still wasn't catching on, like,
No,
cause
this whole time I didn't get it. Bro, I didn't get it until I read a comment that somebody else said succubus. I literally
oh,
thought I was going to read this whole story to you and you were not going to catch on until the very end like me. I am mad that you caught it in literally the very first paragraph. We're not even to the point where she even succubuses him. And
I,
it implies it. It doesn't even tell you.
wait, talking about. I'll explain exactly why I guess that when you're done, like, cause there was like little hints right in the beginning, low key.
There's a lot now that I'm reading it, but I'm like, I don't think that my brain, I don't know. I was just reading those words. I think it was just written so well that I was like,
Yeah.
dang, I'm using some good words here.
Ooh, excuse me. And do you listen to a lot of horror stuff, like in general?
I don't.
That's probably
No,
why.
I'm a scaredy cat. I literally like I will be in bed and I will hear random. Oh, I was in bed the other night and I heard my cat Gary meowing. Got up, opened my balcony door, looked outside because I thought he was trapped. Was like, oh, okay, there's no cat out there, and then closed it and came back to bed and he was laying on the bed. And I was like, dude, were you meowing even at all? Or am I just hearing shit in America?
My lord. Wait, first off,
I can't handle it.
the fact that you have a cat named Gary, I love that for you. I love that a lot.
Why? Why is that funny?
That's because first off, I think it's SpongeBob, and second off, like that is a very human name to give an animal.
He came from the Humane Society, which is like the pound place or whatever,
Yeah.
and he was named Garfield, and it just got shortened to Gary, and he does meow like the snail from fucking Sponge. He meows just like that, just like that. I don't know if I could get him to do it, Gary. Yeah.
Oh god.
So yeah. Okay, back to the story, and then yeah, I want you to tell me all the signs that you knew. So She's taken him, whatever, pretty much hostage at this point, is what I'm like pretty much gathering. She said, "Oh, you want to know what happens next?" I nod. "Well, we're going to go to my place after all." I step even closer. "And don't worry, you are going to get laid." He trembles more. "You're scared and changed your mind? I can't know if you don't speak up, but here's what I can tell you." I snap my fingers and he begins to walk next to me, staring into my big green eyes the whole time. The lion eats the lamb, not because he's mean, but because nature made it so that only one could survive. What I do isn't any more evil than that. We were walking briskly now into the anonymous street. I get my energy from fucking. And a girl's gotta eat, but where's the best shopping? We head into my car. So then at this point, I still don't get it. I'm like, wait, so she fucks guys for energy? And I'm like, still like, is this an ego thing? Sally, 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 Sally. We head into my car. It's awkward crawling through the interior while staring at each other the whole time. The staring thing made me, I was like, is she a vampire then? Whatever. But we make it happen. My appetite requires an all you can eat buffet. That's where you come in. I turn the engine and we head for home. I'm I- I'm in need of multiple feedings each day, so I'm either constantly on the hunt, tears are welling in his unblinking eyes, or I bring the restaurant home to me, but who to use? I turn off the main road and head into the dark woods. Maybe someone who's ready to give back, I say with a note of finality. The type of person who's got a stink I can sense from across the room. And literally the very first comment says, "Yes, a vigilante succubus who preys on scumbags, my kind of girl." And I was like, oh, she's a succubus.
First,
Okay, maybe she wasn't me.
first off, can we start off here? I got a sound just for this guy. Guys like this, y'all deserve a. That's the first thing. Second thing,
Big fact.
second thing. The reason why I kind of figured with the succubus thing was as soon as you said like brought up her smelling him, I was just like, oh yeah, she smelled like the way she explained the way she was smelling him sounded like a meal, like you're about to eat something. And at the same time,
Oh,
I am in a horror mindset. I said horror, horror mindset, and
where's the difference?
you're not wrong. But but the thing is, I got this from No Sleep Reddit from what was the creator's name? I don't even remember
This one or this one?
that one.
It says BD.
BD. So what BD, which is weird. Kind of sound like. Anyways.
Bifle's discipline.
Oh, okay. So that's her story, and she posted it, or he or her, or they or them, whatever she or he goes by. Um, they posted it on the Reddit No Sleep, and but it's their main story. But that's where I found it from. So like when I'm in that mindset, I'm kind of thinking of anything and everything. And succubus stories are wild. Like, have you ever seen VHS?
No. No, that's why I don't think I knew that. I don't barely even understand what a succubus is still.
Oh,
Like I
here I got it up here.
like I does she eat them? Does she with her vagina with her I don't get anything. I don't understand it.
so pretty much succubus comes from a oh shit, folklore.
Fork.
I said
Yeah, yeah,
fork,
yeah.
a folklore of the medieval times and all that. And pretty much all she does is seduce men to have sex with her. And while she's having sex, she's pretty much pulling like his energy from them, like his soul. Like she's pretty much sucking his soul out of his penis through her body, type shit.
Jesus Christ.
And they are demons. And the thing that's wild is succubus. They kind of age like wait, well, let me read this. Yeah, they kind of age kind of like humans. They reach adulthood between 15 and 19 years.
How do you know all this?
Because I got it up right now.
Oh. Wow, they have like wow. I didn't know that we were creating so much information about things that are not that I know of real.
Yeah, and if I let me see, let me make sure. I'm about to look this up first before I make this statement because I might be wrong. Um, make sure I got this right. Okay, so yeah, so um, Lilith is a character, I guess in the so there's a story before. So you know how you have Adam. So you know how you have Adam and Eve.
Yeah. Oh
Some
yeah.
some
Everybody
believe,
knows that.
yeah, some believe Adam had a wife before Eve, and her name was Lilith, and pretty much she pretty much was not having this shit like I'm not about to be a stay at home wife type shit. Da. So she was sent to hell, and pretty much if my don't take my word for it, but from what I'm reading, she is the first like banshee and like succubus, like demon, because she went to hell for
Wow.
like for standing her ground or some weird shit like that. I don't know. And then that's when Eve was born. I don't believe this, but this is just what I'm reading. And at the same time, I did a little studying on it like a while back ago because my homeboy brought it up one day. But like, this is part of some type of book that's not in the Bible.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm not going
So
to.
they take a play. So maybe it's so that's what they do. They read like it's because people like to story tell since forever ago. So they take stories that were already created and then play off of them. Is pretty
Because
much.
there's different things. Like they say she's a banshee. They say she's the first succubus. And then they also say that like she goes to women that are pregnant for the first time and steals the baby, and that's where like miscarriages come from. Like a lot of
Oh my
things are
god.
said about this woman. It's wild, but succubus are wild, and I'm not gonna lie. The first, so VHS is one of those horror movies where there's multiple short stories, like in one big movie. And the first short story is pretty much about like a group of guys that are hanging out with girls, and they find one chick that's just following them. And of course, she's a succubus. They get her there, and I think the two girls that are with him passed out drunk or whatever. But then the succubus was still up, but she actually had a crush on one of the guys, and she pretty much was down. She was down for the full fucking team. Besides one person, she pretty much was like fuck off. But everybody else, she pretty much was like down for the team. But the dude that got told like fuck off, he tried to force himself, and she bit that nigga's dick off and started eating him on the couch. No, on the bed.
Oh my gosh.
And the thing is, she kills the two dudes, but the dude she had a crush on, like she's over here trying to like, be like, I'm a lady, love me, show me love. But he's screaming and tearing, he's scared of her. So she freaks out and she gets sad, picks that nigga up in the air, and then drops that nigga from like feet. Yeah, succubus have wings. They can transform.
What the heck?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the heck? What? So what does it really look like then when it's like its true form?
With the VHS one, she grew wings, long claws on her feet and arms and all that. Well, hands, not arms, hands. Um, I think her skull got bigger. She kind of looked the same, but just more of like imagine a human with a little bit of a dinosaur look and wings. That's kind of how it looked.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. He fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. She ain't trying to fuck me up. I would have played that shit on and been like, hey babe, look, it's me and you against the world. Like that's all you
Yeah,
have.
but he couldn't talk,
No, he
and he roofied her, so he really effed
no
up
no no
from the beginning.
not that one. I'm talking about VHS.
Oh.
I'm talking about VHS.
Oh.
The roofie dude, no, he low key deserved what the fuck he got. That's on him. I don't feel bad for him. Like he emptied out the whole fucking bottle in a drink. He's not worried about her life. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah.
Even though it's a story. But
Yeah.
when it comes down to
Well then, I went. You just got me down like a Reddit freaking rabbit hole because then I ended up clicking on that Bifle's
she
discipline,
has a lot of stories.
and I read another story, and I was like, it's all just scary stuff. I'm like, is that what Reddit is? It's all just scary stuff. I thought it
No.
was
Reddit, I'm not gonna lie to you. Reddit is a plethora of I love using plethora. It's a funny word, but it's
plethora.
a plethora of different things. As in like a lot of people use it to find girls OnlyFans without paying. Porn, because I said OnlyFans. fucked up videos, horror stories.
Wow.
It's kind of like Twitter but worse.
See, and I did Twitter for like 5 seconds and jumped off there. They were like, "Do you want to get the Reddit app?" I was like, "I don't know. Who are you?"
Reddit can be a wild. Like there was a Reddit video that went viral of two American girls that got their heads chopped off. Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I know it went viral on Reddit before it got taken down, and I never went to go watch it. But yeah, shit like that be on Reddit.
Okay, so maybe I should stay off there because I can't deal with stuff like that in America.
If you want a healthy mental lifestyle, don't do it.
Okay, yeah. I don't need any more anxiety in my life. But these stories, I don't mind because, like, as far like we said, like as far as I'm concerned, I didn't know. I don't know that succubuses are actually real, and if they are, I'm assuming she doesn't want me. So
Nah, and that's one thing that too. That's one thing too. She came off a little too easy. Some people that are too fucking easy, they scare me.
ooh,
Like I'm talking about, like I don't trust somebody. Like let's say I'm on Tinder and I swipe up. I'm like, hey, how are you? I'm good, but you're trying to fuck. No,
oh
fuck
no
off. That's a
no.
red motherfucking flag.
There. We should actually. I hate that, but one of these days we do need to do a podcast just about like things that people should not say on Tinder to each other, men and women. Because I hate when guys text "Hey" and then do the double Y. When a guy texts me "Hey" with double Y, I immediately think he just wants to bang me.
I'm not gonna lie. I keep it simple. I'm because the thing is, I just want I'm be like, hey, good afternoon. How's your day going so far?
Yeah.
And then things if I read the bio, I make sure like what is it? Like let's say you watch anime, be like, hey, good afternoon. What's your favorite anime? What do you like to watch? What are your interests? What are your hobbies? What do you like to do? Can I take you out? What's your name? Can I get your number? I'm joking. I don't get that far, but I try to get to know the person and let them know I want to get to know them right off the first message. And either I'm gonna get a reply or I'm not gonna get, which is fucking weird. If you're gonna be on Tinder and swipe right on somebody, why don't you fucking message? This goes for men and women. That's weird as fuck to me.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. I don't have, well, I suck at math. See, because sometimes I think Tinder is just about an ego. I heard one guy say the other day, he's like, I only go on Tinder like every couple months when my ego's down just to see that I still got it. I was like, what? What? But then I go, see, but I'm a hypocrite because I go on Tinder and I swipe right on everybody and it has my podcast in there. So I'm really just marketing for my podcast and they think that they might get a date. So it is bad. And
See,
I'm not proud of that.
I'll say this: long as you put that in your bio, I feel like you're good. Because let's keep it real. I'll say half of the men with Tinders they don't read the bio. Because I read the bio right off rip because either it's going to be a bot, it's going to be a trans woman, which is nothing wrong with that. I just don't get down like that. Or it's going to be somebody trying to promote something like OnlyFans or something like that. Or they might. It could be different. It could be different things, but you should always read the bio because you never know.
Do you want me to read you my Tinder bio? I get messages about it all the time.
You know what? Fuck it, go for it.
Business owner to 3 businesses, filthy laundry on Spotify and YouTube. The only thing Tinder ever gave me was herpes, but I keep coming back thinking I'll find my husband. Laughing emoji. Hashtag traumatized. Too many great connections are wasted from lack of emotional knowledge, so let's be smart this time, okay? Butterfly. If you ask if I'm making up the herpes, I'm going to find your dad and give it to him. Not all of you will make the cut, and that's okay. It's the effort you apply. If you make me miss my ex, I'm leaving.
That's a wild ass fucking bio. I'm just gonna let
Yeah,
you know that. What the fuck? Uh, can I say something real quick?
tell me. I'm probably not going to find a
Fuck
husband
your
though.
life.
Not fuck your life, but
Literally.
you pretty much hit him with the if you ain't fucking with it, fuck you.
Well, I figured I'm outside, so I might as well just be outside with it.
True. So getting back to the succubus, you don't consider yourself a succubus.
No.
Okay. Now that you know what it is.
I sometimes wish I could be one though.
I don't know how to feel about that. I'm joking, but I don't blame you. I don't blame you because I think you know what's the male version of succubus? Because now you got me thinking.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. How did you? You beat me to it. It's because I was letting you finish your thought, and then, damn it, now I'm stuck on my stupid Tinder staring at. Probably I am a succubus. You're right. Where's the difference? They come and visit the Airbnb, but they never buy the house. That's what it feels like. I feel like I'm an effing Airbnb, bro. Do you feel like that?
An Airbnb?
Yeah.
No, but sometimes I feel like a plastic bag.
Damn. Elaborate.
Do you not know where that's from?
No.
That's from Katy Perry. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
Oh my gosh. That was a far one. Then that's fine that you're subscribed to Katy Perry. That's fine. I love that.
Okay. So a succubus, a male version of a succubus, is an incubus, and pretty much
Oh.
is it corresponding spirit female?
Okay, wait. Keep reading. Stop reading in your head. Read out loud.
My
I want to
fault.
hear.
It's literally the same thing as a woman. They just like dig down a woman and steal her energy.
Oh.
What's fucked up?
Shit, maybe I am a freaking. Damn it. I don't know. It's undecided. I guess you could let me know in the
Shit,
comments.
that makes sense.
What?
I've heard a woman call another dude an incubus, and I always was like, "That's such a bad thing." Now I get it. She pretty much was like, "You're sucking the energy out of me, bro. You're fucking my life up." I get it now. Oh damn,
Dang.
that's wild,
bro.
So,
okay, maybe I'm not one, and other people are.
because the thing is, for succubus and incubus, I guess if you're good enough, I guess they'll keep you as a little slave, like a little sex toy.
Wow. I don't do that. I'm a one person kind of gal.
I am a multitude. No, I'm joking. I am a monogamy.
You're a monogamy.
That's a wild ass statement. I am a monogamy.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, that's really interesting to. That's a great way to put it. I'm so happy.
I am monogamy.
Yeah, like you are the definition of monogamy.
So,
which is hilarious because you're freaking outside. Are you not? Are you trying to lie about not being outside? Are you not outside?
I'm not going to put this story out on the podcast, but after that smell, fuck no.
He went back inside. He's scared.
I'm inside. I am in my bed in my room, bro. That shit smelled like a nasty patty.
Oh,
like you
tragic.
Time out. Do you remember the Krabby Patty that killed the Inspector on SpongeBob?
But you're wrong for that.
Like that's like what
you're
it looked.
Wrong for that.
Like she smelled like what it looked like. That's how bad it was. And and how that dude died and all. That's exactly. Hold on, let me see if I can.
That's disgusting. I feel like I can fake taste it.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull the audio up for Nasty Patty.
Stop.
I gotta hear this. Hold on, let me turn.
Please.
Let me see. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I love this. This is some good stuff.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Oops. Oh crap.
Let me turn this up. All right, it's about to get loud. All right.
He says if he gets one more Krabby Patty, he'll pass us for the inspection.
Do you know what this means, dear boy? We're in the clear.
We interrupt this can for a special news bulletin. Be on the lookout for a man who's been passing himself off as a health inspector in order to obtain free food.
Let me skip. Here we go.
Okay, I'm waiting for it.
Why, that's the most diabolical Krabby Patty ever spawned.
I call it the nasty, Patty.
Hey, hurry up with that patty.
Here you are, sir. Enjoy.
Ah,
Talking
hello,
about,
delicious.
here's the choking.
His face.
I'm not gonna lie. I wish you could be here and
Stop.
watch.
You're wrong for that.
That's
You
exactly.
are wrong for that. I'm gonna tell your mother.
She needs to go to see the gyno. I'm sorry.
Well, you should have told her. Maybe not.
Man,
She should know.
I'm not gonna lie. That was a horror story by itself.
I did have a friend in high school that the guy said that, and I told her because I was like, "Listen, you need to fix that situation. You need to fix that. I can't have people outside saying that your cooter is not up to par." Okay.
What's funny is I had an ex that was back my sophomore year of high school. She was my ex for a little bit, then she left me for a 20-something-year-old, which is wild as fuck. But
They always be leaving for the young ones, bro.
young ones, what do you mean old ones?
How old? You said
I
I
was
thought
a
you said 20.
No, I was a sophomore in high school, and she left me for a
Oh my
20-something.
god.
Yeah,
Whoa, that's kind of weird. He was taking advantage of that poor girl.
yeah. But when we were dating, there was a girl that went to her school, and she told me about. She was like, "Yeah, she just fucking stinks," and I'm like, and I'm like, "Why don't you do something about it?" She's like, "I am." She made her a basket of like perfume, body wash, lotions, like different
Stop.
things, and like put a little note in there, and just was trying to be nice. But the thing is, my ex fucked up because she went in front of that girl, in front of everybody, and gave her that basket and then walked away. And the girl started crying. And I'm like, bro, you should have made that a one-on-one time. You embarrassing her just by giving her all that in front of everybody is wild. They all know she stinks.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and she probably knows she stinks too. That's why she was crying.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm not going to speak the person's name, but I know somebody that smells like they smell like donkey shit. And everybody,
What?
yeah, and everybody wants to say maybe he can't afford it. That nigga's making more money than all of us. He can afford it. He just don't give a fuck.
Yeah. You're right. Why don't people care about their hygiene?
They're scared of soap. Ooh,
You think that's what it is?
I don't know. I feel like you should have a healthy amount. Like there's a healthy amount of stank you can have. Like a soda one where only you can like low key smell it when you move certain ways. It's like okay, but like you walk in a room and then leave and your smell, your stank is lingering in the room
Yeah.
after you left 20 minutes ago. That's a problem.
A big problem.
That's a funky problem.
I had a girl in a group home once sit on my bed, and when she got off my bed, she left like body full like juices, and I literally flipped out. I lost my damn mind.
So you had
I was
a
like, "You
Friday
have to
fish
get the F
fry.
out of my room. You have to get off my bed. You have to leave."
So you had a fish fry in your room. That's wild.
Pretty much. Yeah. And it was traumatic. # trauma. I didn't even know women could smell like that. I was like, oh my gosh.
Both sexes can stink. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No.
We
Facts,
have
you're right.
first off, let me say this. I went to Cincinnati Christian University, fucking broke ass, cheap ass college. These niggas gave us girdles, and we had to reuse girdles. I didn't touch those girdles. I had my own personal girdle. But you know what a girdle is, don't you?
No. What is a girdle?
Girdles are pretty much underwear with padding on them, so you don't get hurt during football. And he wanted us to reuse them. Like he wanted us to take them, use them, then give them back at the end of the year, and then give like it's not like you got your same one. It's just you got whatever. Yeah, he did that. And I remember somebody threw their girdle like at the end of the year. It's not the fact that I was trying to sniff it. He threw it in the air, and I got a whiff of it from the drag. Like,
yeah,
it hit me in my face. I'm not going to lie to you. That was sickening. It smelled like he didn't wash that girdle for the whole year. all I did was get a glimpse of it. Not a glimpse. All I did was get a whiff. I got a whiff of it because it was in the air, trash. And I'm like, that's trifling.
That's wrong. And you know everybody else smelled it if you did too. Had to have.
Yeah, but a lot of people in the world, they fake it like they don't smell it and won't say a word.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie.
Why is that?
I don't know, but I'm a dickhead. I can be at work. It's just like I remember I was at work. Somebody farted and no one was owning up, but everybody was acting like they don't smell it. I said, "Hey, what the fuck is that smell? Which one of you niggas fucking fart?" I came straight out with it because it stunk. And like it wasn't like a subtle fart where it's like, okay, there's a little bit. No, it smelled like something died in this person.
Oh, oh, oh,
Exactly.
oh. This is the real scary shit.
Real
Philthy Ventures.
real life shit is scary if we really think about it. This fantasy shit, it's scary, yes. It's not scary, you know why? Because it's fantasy. It's not gonna happen. But real life shit, that shit's fucking scary as shit. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. What's more scarier? A succubus or a fucking bill?
Facts, them bills, and they hitting hard.
Exactly. I
literally, yeah.
If a succubus came right now, I'd be okay with it. You can take me. At least I want to have fun with it. Fuck it.
Right. I would let a succubus horny. I'm not like at that point, you know.
See, for you,
whichever.
it'd be an incubus or whatever. And I'm not gonna lie. I hate to play it this way, but it'd probably be the best dick you get in your life. But you ain't coming back from it.
Maybe I already did meet one of those then. I don't know.
Did you feel lightheaded afterwards?
Oh. Shit. This is how we get into these problems. This is why we have to stay inside.
Inside is a safe place most of the time. God.
Do you have any stories for me, or were we just doing this one? It was just my takeover. I love that. I really do be taking over.
It was just your takeover. You told a story and everything. There ain't no more story unless you found another story that you want to share. I mean,
well, this one is not about a succubus, but it was. It's intriguing.
Okay, if you want to read it,
from that same person that Bifles Discipline, and it was a month ago.
I know nothing about it, so this should be fucking fun. You know what?
Yeah.
If I feel like I know what it is, I won't fucking say a word. I'll leave it alone.
You're gonna leave this one alone? You're gonna let me actually tell it? Because I feel like this is a dead giveaway pretty early on that you really won't want. You're gonna just know. I feel like.
I don't feel. You know what?
I still, by the way, didn't know until I read it all the way through. So.
A succubus. Succubus. All
right.
Go ahead. You get.
This one's called "I'm Not Sure How to Answer My Son's Questions About Blood," and there's a lot of blood, and I'm like, okay. Damien, you and I need to sit down and talk. I folded one leg over the other, and then switched legs, and then leaned uncomfortably back on my arm in a desperate attempt to appear casual. Is it about masturbation?
Fuck.
My stomach melted.
Hold on. Give me a second. Fuck.
Isn't that what you would think they'd be talking about though? Like if
no,
you're a child?
No.
Is it about masturbation?
No. If my mom came up to me, we need to talk about something. I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's about me being my meat, right? No. First thing I'm thinking, if anything, is gonna be like, you found a nudes in my phone, or or I'm in trouble. Did I forget to take the meat out or the chicken? I don't know. But is it about beating off?
Well, I think this kid was probably pretty strategically planning to try to not talk about the other thing that the parents about to bring up. So I think that they were actually like kind of smart. I would run that. Like, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't do what this person's doing, but I definitely would try different methods to ignore the main problem at hand, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
I don't know if I would have picked masturbation. You're right. That is a little embarrassing. I just don't feel like that's something that my parents would be bringing up to me at all. My stomach melted. No, Damien.
That was an accident. My bad.
Oh, you're fine. He stared at me inquisitively. Jeffrey's dad had an uncomfortable talk with him recently, and it's about the rituals you've been having late at night in the living room. Oh, the ones with all the blood? My neck got hot and my underwear was uncomfortably sweaty. I was not enjoying myself. My son stared at me expectantly, as though getting caught performing violent rituals wasn't a but I'll explain moment. I cleared my throat. You shouldn't do that. Why not? He cocked his head. I cleaned it up. And now I'm like, what the fuck is with this kid's fucked up, bro? What do you call the cops? Call police. Hello.
Oh,
Jesus.
fuck.
But apparently you just talk to your kid when you find this stuff out. I don't know.
My ass. Fuck a kid.
Right. I wanted to pull out all my hair and shove it up my own ass in frustration. Gritting my teeth, I unbuttoned my shirt and pulled it open. Because of this, Damien, I huffed. He stared at the 3 deep claw marks on my chest. For the first time in our conversation, he showed at least some level of reaction to what I was saying. The wounds burned red hot as his eyes traced their contours. Why'd you go and get those? My eyes bulged. I didn't do this to myself, Damien, but I strongly suspect it has something to do with the occult sacrifices that you've been practicing in the living room. His eyes flashed up to stare at me. Did you disturb it? Now imagine this. I'm thinking like, dude, get rid of the kid. What are you doing? What would a parent do in this moment? I wouldn't be like just having like a common conversation. Anyways, I took a deep breath, controlling my inhalation, and I think that's the word and how to say it. I couldn't help stepping in the blood you left on the floor in the dark. He jumped back like he had been burned. You touched the blood? Without waiting for an answer, he grabbed my wrist and pulled me towards the front door. I jogged half-heartedly behind him. He wasn't very strong, so it wasn't that difficult to pull back against his efforts to heave me forward. Father, we have to move. Damien, before we go anywhere, you need to. And then it happened. The living room had been spotlessly cleaned since the night before, but overwhelmingly fear and dread washed through me as we passed by it nonetheless. As I sat foot on the spot where the blood had been last night, icy hot pain drilled into the 3 claw marks on my chest. The agony was so overwhelming that I couldn't breathe. Father, did you cross the blood mark? Did you even try to cleanse yourself first? I wanted to scream in pain and frustration, but was too busy desecrating my underwear.
Ooh.
I lurched forward without speaking and staggered behind Damien toward the open front door, the pain receding with each step. But with wetness and copper smell on my shirt told me without looking that I was covered in my own blood. We were 19 steps past the living room and just 13 from the door when it happened. Thick, dark, scaly fingers curled around the frame. The claws on their tips looked remarkably similar to the deep cuts across my chest. Whatever stood outside wasn't human or animal. The fear skyrocketed and bounced through my ribs. I didn't know whether to keep running from the living room or to turn back in fear from the thing on the other side of the door, but it didn't matter. The scaly hand drew the door shut. The daylight streaming through every window immediately switched to night. I slammed to a halt and pulled my son close. This is bad, right? I whispered. Yes, he answered. Cold mist now rose from both of our mouths as we spoke. This is very, very bad. I made it out alive, but not everyone did. And yeah, nobody commented on that one.
So the son was messing with rituals, and the parents allowed it. And because they allowed it, they got fucked up because of it.
Amen, yes.
I'm not going to lie.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, when it comes to kids, and it may sound fucked up, but I do believe kids, not all kids, but it's like a special, like small unit of them that, like, if they do something fucked up enough, I'm sorry, I'm putting that little nigga up for adoption. I'm not keeping him or her.
Right.
Like, if I have a child and let's say they are threatening my life, talking about they're gonna kill me in my sleep, stuff like that, and like they're like, let's say 9 or 10, yeah, they're going to be. I'm not keeping them. I'm not dealing with that. I might sound like a fucked up person, but let's look back at a story a couple years ago. There was a woman that had a child who was like fucked up all types of shit in the head. He was only like 10 or 11, and he wanted a VR. She didn't get the VR, so you know what he did? He went and grabbed her gun and shot her while she was asleep. At the age of 10,
And this
11.
is real?
Yeah, this is real.
Oh my gosh.
Like, and they knew he had issues. Like, he had major fucking issues. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, that is my child, but I can only handle so much, and I gotta worry about my well-being too. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Holy crap, dude.
Yeah.
She probably didn't think that her son was gonna shoot her.
I mean, I get that, but at the same time, like, he was showing some major fucking signs, some major signs that he was like going to do some wild shit. Now, I don't think it was the first time he's ever been like physical with her, and just in general, like, that whole situation was wild. But that's, I keep burping and sniffling in this. I'm sorry, audience, but the thing that bothers me the most is your son's doing rituals, and you're gonna go and touch the fucking.
But it was in the dark. I don't think that they meant to step in the blood.
Oh, okay. Thought you was saying like she intentionally like got into the blood, and I'm like, that's wild. Whether it's a ritual or not, you see blood and you just like touch. You want to be fucking a Mario, dun, touch. Like, that's wild.
I would never, if I saw any. I mean, the thing about it is, you're right. Yeah, if you know that your kid is like, I would have called authorities. I would have been like, you have to do something. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody help me here.
Like, keep it real. I'm not even gonna say your son. Let's say you have a daughter. Whenever I say like what ifs, I always try to like not add physical people that you know. I try to add somebody that's random and you'll never meet because they're fake. But let's say you have a daughter and she's in her bedroom and you walked in on her and she's fucking floating and you see a Ouija board and like her head turns fucking 180. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. No, I'm running far and I'm not coming back. That's what I'm gonna do.
But then the next day she's normal. Like, are you gonna risk that?
No. The first time I see that, I'm leaving. But then that's the thing is, have you ever heard of a parent going outside and being like, my kid's crazy? And then, like, you think you're like, the parent gets judged for that because they're like, well, why is the kid crazy? It came from you.
Like, some things I would say is trauma, and some things is just, the brain developed fucked up. I think it's a mixture of both. Because there's one story where, like, there were signs, and pretty much he ended up killing most of his family. But pretty much the doctor even warned him. The doctor was like, hey, look, I know it's 2, 3 in the morning, but you need to bring that nigga over here to the doctors right now. He's not right. But then the dad was like, oh, he'll be fine. I'll bring him in the morning. If he would have just took him that night, they'd probably still be alive right now.
Wow.
And what's fucked up is dude killed his whole family. He's freed and he's out and he changed his name. So he's out here in the world now.
Nuh-uh.
Yep. And I believe it's an American case, but he's out because insanity. Like, he said that God told him or Jesus told him to do it. And like, he really was fucked up in the head. But like, he really wasn't getting the proper help, I think.
Holy shit. So then you can, oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
What if he does it again? Then what? Are they going to allow this shit?
I mean, so far from what I've seen, I don't think he has done it again. Because even though he changed his name, if he did it again, they can put 2 to 2 together. He would. I think he lived out his life like a normal person. I think he might be on. I said porno. I think he lived his life out like a normal person, and I think he might be on medication. And we haven't heard anything, so I think he's A-okay. Because this happened back in the 70s or 80s, I want to say.
Damn. I wouldn't want to be living next to him, I'll tell you that.
You wouldn't know. You would not know.
Damn.
That's why you said what?
I feel like I can get a vibe though, like if I sense if somebody's off.
Oh hell yeah, you most definitely can. You most definitely can. That's why I tell people, if you get a weird stomach feeling about this person, some people can play it off and you'll never get that feeling. But if you do get that feeling, you should probably listen to your feelings because even if you're wrong, you still are dodging a bullet in a way, if that makes sense. Because what
Yeah,
if you
better to
weren't?
be safe than sorry.
Yeah, most definitely.
No, I agree with that completely.
Oh man,
I got no more stories.
that's
Let's
fine.
end it so we can keep talking because I want to order some DoorDash.
No, I feel it. I feel it. So pretty much we made it through an hour, I would say. And it was a great episode in my opinion. What about
I
you,
didn't even
Sierra?
think it was an hour. I thought we only did like 30 minutes. Look at us go.
Oh no. So we talked for about 11 minutes beforehand and then afterwards we started up. So we're almost at an hour, but like we're doing the ending part right now and I'm kind of stretching it. But it doesn't have to be a full hour long. It's about 50 minutes. And I'm slurring my words a lot. I think I am. I don't know.
I don't think you are. I think that you're just overthinking and then correcting it, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Gotcha. Well, do you want to shout out anything or give any updates for the audience?
Um, if you go outside and have sex with people, you will get herpes and you will die. And if that traumatized you, then go check out my podcast, Filthy Laundry, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. That's it.
You get herpes, your dick falls off. But
Maybe I am a succubus.
you want to share some of that energy? I'm a little tired. My God. But that was another episode of Philthy Ventures. And I just want to end it off with just hold on. Let's end it off right. Let's see.
I'm waiting for it. You gotta pick a good one.
I'm trying to think of a good one. What's a good fucking meme right now? Oh, I know exactly what I want to do.
I'm excited.
Oh,
I'm
your
ready for
stomach?
it.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, I only ate McDonald's today and it was amazing. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
Let me see. Do I have to? I'm waiting for the ad, and then I'm going to turn it up. I'm not sure you ever heard this, but this shit is fucking hilarious, and I'm finally ending on this. Turn it up. Hello.
Whoa.
Am I louder?
It got echoey.
Oh, let me turn it down a little bit. What about now?
Oh, you're better.
Okay, hold on.
That's good.
I'm sorry. You ain't.
Retro.
Please come home. I got beans and bologna. Please come home. I'm not gonna lie. That has been in my head for so long. I got beans and bologna.
Yeah.
I love that video so much. I love
Oh
that
my
video
gosh.
so much.
That is intrusively gonna be in my mind now for the rest of the night. So love that. Love that.
Oh yeah. We're going to end it there. It's been Carlos and it's been Seirra on Philthy Ventures and a filthy takeover. Y'all have a great night, morning, afternoon. Year.
Your beach. You still here?
Bing bong.
Love that.